Hello, my name is John Blakely, and unfortunately most of you probably don't know me. Let me tell you some things about myself. I'm a recent college graduate. I have 2 degrees, one in international business and one in political science. Education is a priority to me. In school I was involved in student government and was president of my dorm twice. I'm not sure how well that experience translates to city council, but there will be on-the-job learning with any non-incumbent. It's time for a change. Some of the incumbents have been on the council since I was 1 year old. I'm not running to be president or to have sole decision-making authority for Santa Monica. I just want to be one of 7. I'm a reasonable fellow. I don't owe anything to anyone, and I'll make pragmatic, informed decisions. Probably since I started talking, half of you have forgotten my name, so I'm John Blakely, and I'd like to be your city councilor.
Thanks, John.
Well, I definitely want to be on the council, and I'd be happy to work with anyone, but if I had to pick one person to work with, I think it would have to be Joe the plumber.
Thanks, John.
I'm very pro rent control. I'm a renter. And the only reason that I can afford to live in Santa Monica is because I have a rent-controlled apartment. So it's something that's very important to me, and I will fight to make sure the renters have as many rights as they can.
John?
Yes, I believe in them, and I think they're a good idea. But that's actually kind of funny. My New Year's resolution this year was to look homeless people in the eye. Whether I give them money or I give them food, I think a lot of people will just avert their eyes and put their head down and keep walking. But I think it's important we acknowledge them as citizens. I don't think it's the best idea to give them money. I will if I have food. Sometimes I'll give them food, but I just think that oftentimes that money isn't put to the best uses, and that as a city we can come up with a better way to take that money and help the homeless. No, or in Spanish, no. I would vote no on SM. I would vote yes on AA. I think education needs to be a priority in our community, and I think we should all be willing to pitch in for that. I'm in favor of the Prop R, the sales tax, just because I think we need a light rail connecting Santa Monica, and I think that would do a lot more to alleviate the traffic system than Prop T will. I like the sentiment behind Prop T, I just don't think it really tackles the issue of current traffic, and that's where I stand. I believe we do need to keep heights as low as possible, just because, Main Street's the closest thoroughfare with businesses to the beach, and it's just great to keep our beach town vibe. I think that it needs to be evaluated based on where it is. Like, if there's a building that's 30 stories or 30 feet in the air next to a bunch of low-rises, then that won't look right. But as long as it's aesthetically pleasing and sustainable, I think that's okay. Yeah, I am definitely for preferential resident parking. I live on the same street as a couple hotels, and without that resident parking, I still struggle to find parking. So I definitely think that's a good thing. I think a way we could alleviate a lot of the parking problems is if we had off-site parking. People could park, and then we could have free shuttle into the main thoroughfares of the city. That would just be a way to take a lot of cars off the street. Sure. I think we need to improve the building facades all up and down Lincoln. It's just visually unappealing. And I think we need to add bike lanes and bike parking. It's really not that far for the residents to get to, but it's just, I'm scared to ride my bike down that lane. I think I'll get hit. And if I do ride it, I don't have anywhere to park it. So I think that's an improvement that can be made to make it more accessible to a lot of residents. Yes, and I just want to let everyone know that our arborist's name is William Warner. Wall. I think that this is an international scandal waiting to happen. I mean, I don't want, this is a major tourist destination, and we don't want someone getting sick or dying and going back and, like Spain, Paolo's sick because he visited Santa Monica. It's just, we've collected 2.5, that was just a Spanish name, Rico, anything you like. But anyway, we've collected $2.5 million in Prop B, and I think the biggest priority needs to be fixing the Pico Cantor storm drain. This is a problem that's been plaguing Santa Monica since the 80s, and it's something that we need to take care of now. Yes or C? I haven't received any contributions from developers, but I'm willing to take them. If there are any developers in the audience, you could visit my website, rockflagandeagle.us. Well, I remember when I was in high school last year, we had priority parking based on carpooling, which I think is a perfectly viable option, but I think letting them use the Civic Center really just encourages them to drive to school, which isn't what they should be doing. They should be taking their bicycles or walking or taking the bus. And if they're going to drive, they should have carpooling. This is local school. People should live in the same area and ride together. I'd like to thank you, Kevin, and the Daily Paper for having us out here, and thank everyone who stayed. It's been a long meeting, but we're almost done. I just wanted to say that urge the residents not to be afraid of change. I mean, voting for any non-incumbent brings uncertainty, and especially we have 4 very competent people who've been serving us, but I don't think that you should be afraid to change, to put some new blood in there. Everyone here has demonstrated they have intelligent, thoughtful ideas, and it's not going to turn Santa Monica to ruin by anyone here being on the council. So I just think it's good to get some new blood, and I did a little math, and if everyone in here votes for me and tells 220 people to vote for me, I have a chance. So, thank you.
Thanks, John.